Hey everybody, Steve of Art and Fiction here, and you're tuning into the first of, at the most, 8 videos about what the Phoenix Suns can do to right this ship to get that third win of this series to get one step closer to hoisting that beautiful golden trophy. Well, firstly, and most importantly, is the play of Chris Paul. Is he going to play this poorly for the remainder of this series? I'm going to say no. And why I say no is because he's the most tenured player of all the players in the series and of all the players that I'd expect to make the corrections to get it right to ensure that this poor play never happens again, then it'd be him. I feel that he knows his time of getting an NBA championship it's closing. I don't see him getting a 3-4 year contract, whether it's with the Suns or any other team, whether it's the Lakers, the Knicks. I don't see him going to the. I do not see him going to the Lakers, only because I don't see him being a super team type of player. I don't see him forming an alliance with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. The Knicks, their best player is Julius Randle. Julius Randle, I think, is more. By the way, that's a great name, Julius Randle. First name, one of my favorite NFL players, Julius Peppers, and the last name of another one of my favorite NFL players, John Randall. That's an awesome name. Julius Randle, awesome first and last name and all. He's more of a 2 or a 3 option on the Knicks. He's not Devin Booker. If Devin Booker were on the Knicks and he's with Julius Randle, you get Chris Paul, that could work. I'm not saying Devin Booker's going Knicks because no, Devin Booker's going to be Sun for life. I feel Chris Paul's best chance to get a championship with what he has left in the tank, because there's no guarantee he's going to have. There's no guarantee that he's going to have this much or more in the tank once once next season rolls around. This is his best chance to win a championship with what he has in the tank. And this Suns team is set up with a bright future when he's gone, with DeAndre Ayton and Booker, obviously, and Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson. They got a good core there. Good young core. And I feel that he knows that the opportunities are dwindling for him to get back in this position. I think he's going to seize the moment. He's going to be supremely motivated tomorrow. And the Suns are going to feed off of that. The Suns revere him as a teammate. I mean, they got a sense of energy when he came out the locker room against the Lakers in Game One. From that shoulder injury, it's like a team willing to feed off of that guy coming out of the locker room, a little mini Willis Reed type moment, mini because not because of his size, but just the magnet. It wasn't as big of a moment as Willis Reed coming out of that tunnel in Game 7 of the 19th, I believe it was the 1970 NBA Finals against the Lakers. It wasn't that magnitude, but it was similar to that. Coming out of that locker room, the Lakers trying to rally to steal that game, and him coming back, that just galvanized the Suns. Oh yeah, that bad shaking. I apologize about that. I feel that Chris Paul coming out of the locker room in that game galvanized the Suns, and that tells me that that's a team feeds off of him no matter that feeds off of a guy no matter what. It's like they fed off of him in those two games when he missed those two games he missed against the Clippers when he had COVID. I feel they're gonna feed off of him again, and they're gonna come and play them. They're gonna come to play tomorrow night, and he's motivated. He's motivated to to redeem himself from that game. I mean, Rick Bucher's writing him off. Skip Bayless is writing him off. Shannon Sharp, I think, is writing him off. So is Chris Broussard. Who else? Michael Smith of that that brother from another show he does with Michael Hawley. I don't know if Michael Hawley's writing him off. Michael Wilbon's writing him off. It seems that all these guys in the media, um, Nick Wright's writing him off. I don't like Nick Wright. I don't like Nick Wright. Um, and he's a fellow Chiefs fan. And I still don't like him. Um, because he doesn't see the game objectively. Um, I'm a Suns fan with faith, but I'm gonna be one of the first Suns fans to tell you that Chris Paul lost us that game. So it's not like the Bucks were getting questionable calls their favor throughout the game. And they got two or three of them. I felt maybe about. I would say they got a few questionable calls, but one bad call that went our way that I felt we should have had go against us was Devin Booker wrapping up Drew Holiday on that fast break layup. That was a stupid foul. Booker should have fouled out, and I'm a Suns fan saying that. Um, So yeah, if I see a bad call that benefits my team, I'm gonna say, guess what? The team I'm rooting against, the team I'm rooting against, they got screwed on that call. See, I want a fair game. I want a fair game. I don't want a bad call, multiple bad calls on either side to ruin any sport for that matter. Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, doesn't matter. Um, I felt the Bucks. They got luckily Giannis was there to get the loose ball and lay it up for them. Because honestly, yeah, Devin Booker got away with a foul. He should have been kicked out. He should have been disqualified after that. But yeah, a lot of those guys were riding off Chris Paul. They rolled off Chris Paul after that Rockets Warriors series, that fourth one that they had. It was the fourth time they made the playoffs since in the Steve Kerr era, and second time with Chris Paul being on the Rockets against the Warriors. They were writing him off. Writing him off after that series. Hell, I even wrote him off when we went to the Thunder because I'm thinking to myself, he's not going to win a championship with the Thunder. I'm thinking to myself, I even was starting to write off Chris Paul until he went to the Suns. I'm thinking to myself, okay, ain't on the bubble, good young team, good coach Monty Williams. They could be a playoff team, and they exceed expectations. We'll exceed those expectations 2 more times, fellas, because this unexpected success will be an excellent. Will call it this. Let me rephrase that. This unexpected success, I want to culminate in that beautiful trophy. Let the sun and the value of the sun shine on that trophy. As late Marty Schottenheimer said, let's get that gleam, guys. Let's get that gleam. And all of those guys are writing Chris Paul off. Go ahead. Go ahead. You wrote him off heading into this season. Look what he did with the Suns. And I'm expecting more MVP candidate Chris Paul than late game gaff Chris Paul. So my first key to this win, this scenario of them winning, Chris Paul has to play better. He will. And I'm actually going to have another video about shaking that bad. We have another video about how they can take care of that thorn in his side named Jrue Holiday. So there'll be another video relating to Chris Paul. Chris Paul, he will play better. He knows he has to play better. He owes the Suns one. And I think he's going to come through. That's my first key to this game. And I'll be back in another video with the next key. So until then, peace.